Hey y'all, welcome back to For the Moms podcast. Today we're going to be talking about all things parenting. This podcast is brought to you by QNA Network.
I'm Kelsie.
I'm Jasmine.
I'm Valerie.
And I'm Ariel.
And we are For the Moms.
So to start off with, let's talk about what responsibilities our kids have around the house. For my family personally, the girls, they take out their bathroom trash. They unload the dishwasher every day, so they kind of rotate. One day Ella will do it, one day Evie will do it, and so on and so forth. They clean their rooms and they make their beds. That is definitely a big one for me. I do like a deep clean, maybe like once a month in their room, like dust everything. I do like wash their sheets and stuff every other week or so. But as far as like picking up their room, they are completely responsible for that. And they have to put up their laundry. I do wash and fold their laundry, but they are responsible for putting it up. What about you, Kelsie? Which I know your girls are younger, so it's probably a little different.
My kids are the youngest. I have a 3-year-old and a 5-year-old. So they're a little harder. It takes getting the wooden spoon out to clean up the room. But they do clean their rooms. Charlie's kind of getting to the stage where she'll bring their little dirty clothes hamper to the washing machine, or they'll go put something in the washer. As far as like anything else, they're just really young right now. So it's kind of hard to make them comprehend, hey, this is what we're doing. Do that. Like, go put that in the dishwasher or take this out the dishwasher without her asking, oh, well, where's this go? Let me put this up. Let me throw this over there. Let me throw it over there. And then it turns into a fight. So they're still young, but they do clean their rooms. Other than that, I mean, they pick up their stuff around the house, but
they're just still living their best lives,
yeah,
right?
They're just living their best lives right now. That's about it. So,
which they're younger too, so that makes sense. And another one is for me, they pick up their dishes after they're done eating.
Yes, Charlie is very good about that. She may throw the milk cup across the island and it makes it in the sink, but milk is all over the other place. But she does put it in the sink. It might still have food on it, but it's in the sink. So
I have a 4-year-old and an 8-year-old. So of course my 4-year-old Lainey, poor baby, she tries, but mine are very similar to Jasmine's. I grew up doing chores, so I think it's super important to get your kids doing it early on, and it just helps me. Like I feel like my day's so much less stressed when the kids are helping out. So Cadence empties all the trash cans on trash day, so that's only once a week. She's responsible for unloading and reloading the dishwasher just like as needed. Both the kids clean up their rooms, and like we'll just do like an evening pickup, like quick, okay, it's 10 minutes before bed, anything that you drug out today, just go put it back in its spot. It doesn't have to be perfect, right? Because they're still kids and it's probably going to come back out the next day, but just like declutter, right? And then they both will pick up their folded laundry, kind of like your girls. Lainey's just getting to her. She just kind of throws it in the drawer right now because she's only 4, but she is starting to get the grasp of, hey, like we're gonna help out, you know. So it just pray for us.
Yes.
Dang, my kids need to do more chores because they are definitely responsible for picking up their plates, their rooms, I'll try to get them to pick up their clothes out of the bathroom, but other than that, I mean, Ava's learning how to undo the dishwasher now. Mason doesn't do shit. Austin doesn't do shit. Morgan does do her own laundry. She is responsible for that and cleaning their hall bathroom. But other than that, they just have to pick up after themselves. But listening to y'all, I feel like my kids need to do more.
I will add, my kids do feed the dogs and add water.
My kids feed the dogs too.
Yeah. Take care of the animals. Yeah, same. Cadence does the dog food.
I didn't think about that, but my kids do feed the dogs every morning and evening. But yeah.
My kids, well, they fight over who's going to take the dogs out because they have to put them on a little leash outside because we don't have a fenced-in yard. So they have to like hook them up, and they fight over who's going to let them out, who's going to let them in. But they do a shitty job cleaning their bedrooms. So obviously we all have to go in there and do it ourselves.
You have to go in after them.
I try to set like one day aside to the month, like one day a month, and like deep clean their room.
And I put up their clothes because, like you said, it's shoved and it's half open and it's terrible.
Yeah, it is. But I'm just trying to show them that, like, hey, because you're going to have a house one day, like, and I'm not going to always be around to do it for you. So you got to start doing it. I mean, and it drives me crazy that it's a little bit messy, but hey, it is what it is. You know?
Yeah. I had to like bring Ella and Evie in there and show them like, this is how you put it in. And so actually their dresser, only one drawer will open at a time. It will not have multiple drawers open. Like it has to be all the way shut before another one opens. I know. I like it because they can't just shove it in there and leave it half cracked.
Yeah.
Because the next one's not going to open. So, yeah, I know. And
I need that dresser hack.
Whenever we bought the house, I got that dresser for the reason because I remember me growing up and especially being a teenager, I clothes would be hanging out of my drawers and it'd only be half shut, not on their dressers. It will not, the drawer literally will not open if the other one's
Okay,
not
you need to
closed.
share that brand.
Well,
for
Ava's
sure.
about to start doing her own laundry because if I fold one more clean item, I'm going to freak out because she's throwing her clean clothes into the dirty clothes.
Story.
So Mark said, you're about to start doing your own laundry and hopefully that changes it because you're having to fold all the clean clothes that you're throwing in the dirty clothes. That's not dirty.
Yeah. Cadence did that. So we went to Texas this weekend and my kids were out of town too. She got back home, unpacked her bag. I was like, okay, put your dirty clothes in the hamper. She dumped the whole freaking bag in the dirty clothes hamper. And I'm like, now I got to wash all of it because I don't know what's clean.
Bathing suit in the laundry. I'm like, when was the last time you went swimming? Because that was like 9 months ago.
My kids, I don't even fold their clothes in their drawer because we have a shirt drawer, a dress drawer, a like bathing suit and miscellaneous things, and then a t-shirt drawer. And Whitley, she changes like 16 times a day. She'll come out every time out of the room in a new outfit. I'm like, what are you doing? She'll have a bathing suit on at one point, and then she'll have on a princess dress at another point, and then she'll have pajamas on. I'm like, okay, just put it back in the drawer. I don't care. Just put it back in the drawer.
I feel like when my girls were younger, they would do the same thing.
I think it's just a girl thing.
Yeah.
Cadence has like 5 different outfits every day and she's in school, so she's in a uniform, but she literally changes her clothes like 3 times every afternoon.
Definitely a girl thing because Mason's clothes are barely
Easy.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, well, on to the next question. Do we have outside help? Grandparents, nannies, etc.?
I mean, we have Eric's parents that live next door, so that helps a lot. Like, they're very willing to help watch the girls. But then my aunt and uncle, they're in their 80s now, so they help when they can. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Yeah.
Same. All I have is Mark's parents. My mom passed away when I was younger. My dad is just not. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that right now. So we just really have Mark's parents. And then thank God I have a 16-year-old because she is the biggest help.
Yeah. I feel like we were talking about that. I was like, I kind of wish I would have started having kids a little bit younger because I'd have teenagers that could help.
No, I try not to take advantage of her because if she has something to do with her friends or something, I don't like say, oh, no, you can't do that because you have to watch your siblings. So I just lean on his parents if Morgan's not there to help me. But I do pay her. I try to make it feel like she's not taken advantage of. But she is a big help, and so is Mark's parents.
So kind of same for us. I don't really have too much help. My cousin, which is kind of like the kid's aunt, she'll help, if needed, but she works a lot, so she can't always. Josh's mom is willing to help, but she has a very busy life because she adopted 5 young kids, so she's always running with them. My girls did have their first sleepover with my dad this past weekend.
How did that go?
It went good.
Good.
Yeah. So I was kind of excited about that. But other than that, no, we don't really have too much help. I haven't really found a babysitter in Louisiana, but we've been figuring it out, if we need a sitter between my dad or Josh's mom or my cousin. Other than that, not really.
Just wait a minute. I will say I'm the only one who does not have the help around here because my whole family lives 2 hours away. Mm-hmm. So my mom is a big help, I will say sometimes. Sorry, Mom, if you're listening. My kids are at a point where they're a lot. You can ask Jasmine; she's watched them before. They're a lot, but they're not like bad. They're just very busy.
They're toddlers.
Yes, and so they do go to a Mother's Day out. So that's like 5 hours a day that I do have to myself. That I try and get things done that I need to do. But other than if my mom comes into town to watch them, or if I bring them over there, I don't really have anybody, and I won't have to hire a babysitter.
Your mom works though still, right?
Yeah.
Like full time. So
she does. She does work Monday through Friday, but like if it's a weekend and I need a sitter and I let her know in advance, she'll sometimes come over. If not, then I will have to get a sitter. But Josh is really good about, like, for instance, this past weekend, we're doing our meet and greet, and I was like, well, I'm going to have to get a sitter for the kids if Josh comes with me, but instead he's just going to take the kids to the camp. He took off work and he's taking the kids to the camp with him, so he's very good about, if I give him a little bit of a notice, his job is very flexible to where he can leave a little bit early if I need to do an appointment or anything like that. But most of the time I try to get everything done in my 5 hours, so if you see me running around like a crazy person during the day, that's why. But other than that, I just want to know who's affording a nanny at this day and age, because that's crazy.
Well, because just that sitter that you
Yeah.
quoted was like,
That was crazy.
Ooh.
I'm having a hard time even
was
just
crazy.
hiring somebody to come clean my house even every 2 weeks. Because in my mind, I'm like, I stay at home even
Yeah.
though I do work.
I know, but you
from
have
my
to get that
home.
out of your head, Jess, because
Yeah.
you have so many facets.
Definitely.
You work full time.
Yeah.
Like you do.
I will come clean your house.
Y'all-
Now you're making us look bad.
Going from the camper to the house has been
Yeah.
like
It's the deep cleaning.
yes,
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
dusting, it's the baseboards. I stayed up till midnight last night mopping my house just because I literally have not mopped in almost
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
It takes me a full day. I have to set one full day aside
I
each
do.
week
I
to
set-
deep clean my house.
My kids are off school on Wednesdays, so Wednesdays are my cleaning days. And even it's not no deep clean. Like I'm not getting on the ceiling, dusting the ceiling. No, it's I'm gonna clean my house, like wipe things down, vacuum, mop, wash the sheets that need to be washed or anything like
Toilets.
that. So yeah, everything like that. But that's my one day a week. Now I do we'll run the vacuum if I see some things on the floor or whatever. But as far as cleaning every day, no. But Wednesdays are my clean day.
Same.
Yeah. So going into the question of the role of the fathers and parenting, what do they help with? I'll start off since we are on the subject kind of about cleaning. Josh and I, now that he is, we're in the house and he's home, he's not working off. We have started a thing, and I actually got it from someone else on social media. I don't remember her name, but I love watching her. She is a foster mom. They have 6 kids. They have quite a few dogs too. Her husband and herself take an hour every single night and they clean the house.
I think I know who you're talking about.
That's
After the kids
nice.
are in bed. That's what me and Josh have started doing. And y'all, it has made my life. We've only been doing it a week,
Yeah.
but it has made my life so much better.
Yeah.
So Josh does help out. He will cook, he will clean. I don't have to ask him twice. Sometimes he even does it, without me. He is very helpful. Anything I need, usually he's there. But that 1 hour a night, me and
Makes a
Josh putting the
difference.
phones down. That's why I didn't text you back for a while last night. Literally 1 hour, and it has made the world of difference in just a week.
That's a good idea. I can't bring it to myself to ask Eric after working all day to help
Oh,
clean the
well,
house. I
he-
I can't.
He's a husband, he's a father, and he lives there, and he makes messes too.
Well, yeah, he'll pick up after himself, but he works a 9 to 5 job. He's in the office every day. So, and I am home 6 days out the week.
You
so
work too,
that's
though.
yeah, maybe if all this picks up a little bit more and I get a little bit
Y'all gonna be
busier,
shocked
but
at what I asked Josh
but he
to
does.
do.
He
Mark does
cooks.
stuff too.
yeah, Eric cooks
Eh.
3 nights out the week. Thank God, since he's been home, I don't have to prep as much, and it's taken a lot of stress off of me because I used to freak out about what the heck am I going to cook every night? So no, he'll cook 3 nights a week. I cook 3 nights a week, and then we eat leftovers, and it's great.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Mark helps me a lot. We try to do one person doing the dishes and the other person's bathing Austin, and we'll take turns doing that. But if I really ask him to cook, he will. But I mean, honestly, we are so busy during the week with all the kids. It's just a hard time right now.
I don't even know how y'all have time to cook dinner. With
If
how
I
y'all
am
are
not
running.
home before 4:00 for the rest of the afternoon, I don't cook because we are back and forth all the time. But Mark is a big help. If I ask him to do something, he'll do it.
Yeah.
I have this thing where my house has to look like nobody lives in it.
Yeah, not my
So,
house.
That's not realistic, Kelsie.
I don't like clutter. I do not like clutter. I will be very quick to bitch about it, and Josh knows that. But he sometimes does it on purpose. He'll leave his wallet, his keys, his hat. I'm like, you have a basket right there. Put all your shit in that basket right there when you get home. But he does help a lot. He really does. He does way more than he really should have to, being that I'm home. But I don't care because he helps. He does bath time. He has always done bath time since
That's
they
a
were
big help.
That is awesome.
over 1. And he does bath time while I'm cleaning the kitchen after dinner. So, and most of the time we do really quick, easy dinners. We have dance Monday and Tuesdays. So we do something easy. Last night, he took the kids to dance, but I went to Pilates and come home. He had them done with supper, cleaning up the kitchen. So he's a very big help. He takes out the trash. There's days he forgets, but that's a different
Oh, yeah,
story.
you always got to remind them.
That's Mark too.
Other than that, he really does help a lot. Like I said, I take my Wednesdays, I clean the house, everything is clean. Now, folding clothes is a whole nother story, okay? They will sit in that basket until he's just like, Kelsie, I can't do it no more. I can't find no socks. I'm like,
Mark
okay,
does his own
I'll
laundry.
fold them.
What?
Yes.
Josh don't even know how to work the
He
washing
has
machine.
his own laundry basket in his closet. He does his own laundry because working in the plant, he has chemicals or oils and stuff on side of his pants, and he doesn't want to put it mixed with the kids. So he does his own laundry.
Hey, Josh, you hear that?
Eric,
Yeah.
are you watching?
Y'all hear that?
So Morgan and Mark do their own laundry.
So it's just you and
Josh
the little
does
kids.
do the laundry a good bit, though.
Yeah.
He will definitely, like, if anytime I take a load of laundry out of the dryer, I set it on the couch or in the recliner to fold it, and Josh will do it.
Eric's not
He
doing
wants a
laundry.
trophy when I come
I ain't
home.
even lying.
Yeah.
Eric is not touching laundry.
Yeah,
He'd
Josh
probably
wants a
shrink
trophy. He's like,
everything.
"Did you see that I folded those clothes?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've seen it. What do you want, a trophy?"
Like, I do it every day.
Yeah, right. I have to do at least one load a day to stay caught up. Sometimes
Same.
2 loads a day. Because I try to wash like all of our bedding at least once a week.
I do too.
And then that's just one full day, if not 2 days of washing bedding.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
You know, by the time, because both girls have 2 beds in their room.
Yeah.
So 2 sets of sheets, 2 comforters, and then ours.
Yeah.
And then I washed all the blankets in the living room.
Rugs.
Rugs, yes, bathroom
Oh.
rugs.
Oh, yeah.
And that's
I was about to say,
literally
what
rugs. You watch it.
Yeah.
Watch
No,
it.
bathroom rugs.
Bathroom rugs.
I got those washable rugs for my living room and stuff.
Yeah, but
Mine
they,
ain't
you have to
gonna
have a big enough washing machine to
fit.
put that
Mine
in.
fit.
My
Oh.
washing machine would fall out the back door.
Do you have a front load then?
No.
Because I washed my couch pillows and Josh was like, "What's wrong?"
Do you have the agitator in your washer?
I wash my couch
What
pillows.
kind of washer you got? To
Just
fit a-
wrap that bitch around.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, I think mine's an 8x10.
It doesn't go crazy like off
It's
balance.
it's super thin.
I
It's
know.
like very thin.
Okay, good,
Mine
because I'm
is-
getting a new rug, so I'm going to get a washable one
TikTok
and start
shop.
throwing it in my washing machine.
Link in bio.
I just shampoo it every now and then.
Okay, well, on to the next question. Sharing our children on social media. How do y'all feel about it? Do y'all do it? I think all of us.
We all do. I
Sorta.
struggle with it, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes I feel guilty about it.
So for me personally, if we're like on a family vacation, obviously they'll be in clips. Are they in my everyday life? No.
Yeah.
Evie loves cooking.
She loves the camera.
Evie loves it.
Oh,
yeah.
she does.
Honestly, Ella does too, but she wants her own YouTube. And I'm like, Ella, no, you can't have your own YouTube. You know, you're kind of young.
They all
Cadence and
do.
Ella need to do it
Um,
together.
But Evie, she will literally just go get my phone and start recording, like just doing something in her room or anything. So if they ask, I absolutely let them be in it.
Mhm.
As far as just like putting the camera in their face, I don't always film them, no. They're in, you know, some videos. I don't hide them from the internet. But, you know, being that they ask, I don't mind. And I have started, you know, if they're in a video, I give them a little bit of money, you know, depending on how much money I make from that video.
Oh, like an allowance type thing.
Yeah.
That's neat.
I tried to bribe Morgan that way. I'm like, if you make this cooking video, I'll pay you whatever I make on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Mason, y'all should know already. I
Yeah.
cannot get him out of the camera.
Yeah.
But I do ask if they want to be on, or if I'm videoing them and Morgan's like, Mom, don't put that on there. I'll delete it. Obviously, I respect what they
Yeah.
want, but most of the time the kids want to be in the camera.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's how Cadence is. Cadence loves being in the camera. Like
Mhm.
anytime I'm on live, she's trying to come in there and talk to me and stuff. But I think with Lainey, because she's 4, she doesn't really understand. I try to, if I'm filming her, I try to just get like the back of her,
Yeah.
where you can't really see her face and her expressions, just because she can't really consent yet, right? And I don't want her 10 years from now to be like, Mom, why'd you put that on the internet type thing. So I try to be careful about it. I'm not perfect, right? But Cadence she wants to be in every video, so I ain't worried about her.
I know. Mine are like, show TikTok this, show
Yeah.
TikTok that.
My kids are, like I said, my kids are the youngest. Charlie, if I'm on live, which I'm hardly ever, she will get in it. But on TikTok, I do not post them a lot, just because there has been some comments and people are a little creepy and crazy. But I do post them on Facebook. But I do have those photos set to where, you know, my friends can see them only. Just because, like, there's been a lot on social media with people monetizing off of their kids, but doing it in really disgusting ways.
Yeah.
And
Facebook is terrible.
I don't
with
ever
that.
want anyone to think that I'm trying to do that with my kids or anything like that. I will post a few pictures here and there, give you all a little glimpse of them, but I'm not going to post their everyday life and things like that on there.
And I feel like no matter what we do, we're going to get judged,
Yeah.
right? Like,
Yeah.
there's always going to be some troll out there that's going to be like, oh, your kids shouldn't be on the internet at all. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they're part of our lives, though. Like, if you are
Yeah.
a mom, you understand they are literally at your hip all the time. It's almost impossible to be online or be in social media
Yeah.
and not have your kids involved.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah, definitely. Because Evie, especially, she is always at my hip. I literally
yeah.
go take a bath and she makes a pallet beside the bathtub.
Those are my favorite videos when Evie is up there with you cooking.
Yeah.
Oh, are they?
She's adorable.
She
Yeah.
loves, for one, she loves cooking. Like, I'm almost certain she might be a chef and own a restaurant one day. But other than that, she loves videoing. Like, she will literally start the video and end it. Like, she just enjoys it.
Charlie
And I love that.
Charlie videos herself dancing on her tablet. If y'all could see the videos on that tablet, it is
Austin
so
is
funny.
The same.
She's like, "Can you help me
way.
set it up? Can you help me set it up?" I'm like, "Just put it right there. Click record." And it's like 10 minutes long of her just doing the craziest thing.
How do we navigate technology and screen time?
We don't.
I'm guilty of it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm guilty of it, and I know you are too.
My 4-year-old is addicted to that freaking iPad, and I
For
don't
my
know.
sanity, they need in the car 100%. 100%.
Yeah, because what did we used to do? Fight and stare out the window, right? Like,
Yeah, they're bored in the car. They don't want to listen to the radio. They're telling me to turn down my radio so they can listen to their YouTube.
Yes.
yes.
I'm like, I paid this note. No, but they do watch their phones or iPads during dinner. I wish we could fix that, but I feel like I've already made it a habit.
My kids do. My kids, they watch their tablets at nighttime for dinner. And if we're in a restaurant, if they're just like at the point to where they can't sit still anymore, I will bring out the phones, I'll bring out the tablets. Most of the time, I'll just bring out my phone because I don't bring the tablet in a restaurant. But I can't do it. I'm not going to disturb everybody else's
I agree.
peace while they're eating because my kids can't sit still anymore. And before y'all come and say, well, you need to control your kids. No, it ain't that. My kids are 3 and 5. They're still very small children. And if you can get your 3 and 5-year-old to sit still for, a 2-hour dinner or anything like that, or even if the restaurant's running behind, then props to you. But I'm going to use all means necessary to make my kids chill out and,
enjoy their dinner too, you know?
So
I feel like when my kids were younger, kind of same thing with you, if I had to pull it out at dinner. Now, if we go out to dinner, like a restaurant, I try to make them not be on their phones. Now, if we're at home, they will absolutely, watch their phone at the table while they're eating dinner.
I feel like I can't judge my kids because I'm on my phone all the time.
Yeah.
I'm scrolling TikTok, I'm doing all that. So they're doing the same thing. And if they see me do it, I have no right to be like, hey, you can't have that.
Right.
But I will purposely not charge Lainey's iPad for days at a time just so she has to take a break from it.
Yeah.
And then she'll go play with toys and stuff. Like, they know how, like if it's not available, she will find other stuff to do.
And then the girls, their phones turn off at 7:30 during the week, Monday through Thursday. Their bedtime's not till like 8:30, so they have like an hour of wind down time. But other than that, I mean, they have screen time, especially in the vehicle.
we don't watch YouTube anymore. We had to cut YouTube out. We no longer do YouTube because
There's kids YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids
Kids
YouTube only.
YouTube.
My kids aren't allowed
Some
on
of the
regular
videos on
YouTube.
kids' YouTube are not censored because
Oh.
Charlie was watching something and I'm
You
like,
can put what age it's for.
What are you watching? But my kids watch that Happy Family Kids or whatever. So it's like all the kids shows brought into like an app. But we had to cut YouTube out. YouTube Kids, YouTube everything because it was getting bad. But my kids do have screen time during the day, but they'd rather watch such stuff on big TV. I mean, they'll watch. Willie's obsessed with Gabby's Dollhouse, so we just watch every season over and over and over and over again. She knows all the words to all the songs. But my kids play. They're very independent players, so they'll go play. Most of the time, their TVs are half dead on the cabinet if we're not in the car.
Yeah.
That's about the only time they want it.
Yeah.
And I think more so our screen time came from us traveling long hours in the vehicle.
Oh, for sure.
So that definitely, that's when it kind of came into play. Because, I mean, we started traveling when Ella was 2 weeks old. Obviously, she didn't have a tablet at 2 weeks old. But, when we would have a 10-hour road trip, what do you want kids to do for 10 hours?
Pay for that extra hotspot.
Yes, absolutely. And, like they would have coloring books and colors, but that only lasts for so long.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's where a lot of ours came into play. But no,
I feel like their friends are on it too, because like at night, I know Ella and Cadence and Violet or some other kids, they'll FaceTime each other and play games together.
Roblox.
Yes.
I'm so glad my kids don't know about Roblox. That's all I can say.
Well, Ella is only allowed to play like 2 or 3 games on Roblox because I have had to delete a lot of those games because they were absolutely terrible. At one point in time, I did delete Roblox, and then I let her get it back, and she's only allowed to play like 2 or 3 games because that shit
Some
is
of them are
crazy.
scary. I put an
Yes.
age limit. Like there's an age rating that I set and they can't play anything over a certain age rating.
Okay, yeah. I know she plays a lot of Minecraft. Like she likes to
Mhm.
build the cities or the whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, but overall, they're allowed screen time, and I feel like as long as you limit it, it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But on to discipline. How do we discipline our children?
You can find us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
If you are a Patreon member, VIP, you can watch our full video.
And don't forget to check out our merch at fourthemoms.com.